Good morning, children. Hope you are doing safe. Students, I have explained you reflection of light, first topic. Okay, I have asked you to solve the questions and solve the numericals by yourself. And in this video, I am going to discuss all the question answers of exercise 7A students. See, question number 1, it's given on page number 153 students. What do you mean by reflection of light? What do you mean by reflection of light? The answer is given on page number just first page of this chapter, page number 147. The pink box, first pink box, the return of light into the same medium after striking a surface is called reflection of light. Question number 2. State which surface of a plane mirror reflects most of the light incident on it. The front smooth surface or the back silvered surface? Class, the answer is back silvered surface reflects most of the light incident on it. Okay, because it is coated with an opaque object, because of that which does not allow the light to pass through it, that's why it reflects all the light. Next, question number 3. Explain the following terms. First is plane mirror. What is a plane mirror? A plane mirror is a smooth surface polished to a high degree of smoothness. It has two surfaces, front surface and the back surface. Okay, the front surface of the mirror is very polished and the other or the back surface is silvered and it is coated with some material. Okay, next is incident ray. What is incident ray, students? The rays which strikes the plane mirror at some point is known as incident ray. C part is reflected ray. What is the reflected ray? The ray after striking which comes out in the same, which goes back in the same medium is known as reflected ray. Angle of incidence, the angle between the incident ray and the normal. The angle between the incident ray and the normal is known as the angle of incidence. Angle of reflection, students, the angle between the reflected ray and the normal ray is called angle of reflection. Draw a diagram to show them. You can do that. It's very easy. See, you have to draw a diagram. It's, for example, this is a plane mirror. An incident ray strikes this plane mirror. This is called the point of incidence. At the point of incidence, you have to draw a normal, and with the same angle, this returns back in the same medium. You have to draw these arrows also. Okay, and this is called angle of incidence. This is the angle of reflection. You have to write also, this is the incident ray. Label the diagram. Labeling is important. Incident ray, reflected ray. This is the plane mirror. Okay, students. This is the angle of incidence and this is the angle of reflection. This diagram which you have to draw on question number 3. Okay, after defining all the terms, you have to draw this diagram as well. Now, question number 4. Explain with the help of a diagram, explain the difference between regular and irregular reflection. It's given on page number same. It is on page number 148. The diagram is on page number 148. Regular reflection and irregular reflection, the top of the page. See this one. Okay. Regular reflection and irregular reflection, you have to draw these two diagrams, and to write the difference you have to write the definition of regular and irregular reflection from the book, students. Now next question is differentiate between reflection of light from a plane mirror and that from a plain sheet of paper. You can do it. Plane mirror, since it is a defined object, okay, so you can draw as we are drawing this, and a plain sheet of paper, it's in space. From anywhere it can come and it can reflect as well. So question number 6. State the two laws of reflection of light. It's given in the book. What is the first law of reflection? Angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Second is the incident ray, the normal ray and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. Next, state the laws of reflection and describe an experiment to verify them. Laws of reflection we have stated already. Now you have to describe an experiment to verify them. Where is that experiment written in your book? See, here it is given. Experimental verification is given on page number 149. This is an experiment which we'll do when we will come to school, students. Okay, we'll do it later. Now question number 8C. A light ray is incident normally on a plane mirror. See now question number 8. A light ray is incident normally on a plane mirror. For example, this is a plane mirror and a light ray is incidenting normally. That means making an angle of 90 degree. It is coming like this. Okay, now normal. If it is coming normal, then where is the normal you will draw? Same normal, and it will reflect like that only. I explained you in the last video. I have explained if a incident ray comes normally or directs normally on the plane mirror, it will the reflected ray will retrace the path. Okay, it will go in the same direction. Then the question is, what is the angle of incidence? What is the angle of incidence? Angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the normal. Since angle of incident ray is coinciding with the normal, so angle of incidence is 0 degree. Next, what is the direction of reflected ray? Direction of reflected ray in the what's the direction? Same as incident ray. Show it on a diagram. So this is the diagram. This is the incident ray arrow and this is the reflected ray. Okay children. Now question number 9. Draw a diagram to show the reflection of a ray of light by a plane mirror. In the diagram, label the incident ray, the reflected ray, the normal, the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection. That means the same diagram you have to draw again. Okay. So it is incident ray, reflected ray, it is normal. This is the angle of incidence, this is the angle of reflection. Okay. Students, this diagram you have to draw again and label the whole diagram. Now turn the page. Question number 10C. Figure 7.15 shows an incident ray AO and the normal ON on a plane mirror. The angle which the incident ray AO makes with the mirror is 30 degree. See students. See, this is the diagram. This is the plane mirror. Question number 10 it is. This is the incident ray making, this is the normal, ON. ON is the normal, AO is the incident ray. The incident ray makes an angle 30 degree with the mirror. 30 degree with the mirror. Now, first of all, find the angle of incidence. What is the angle of incidence? We know that what? That this is an angle of 90 degree. Normal always makes an angle, what with the plane mirror? 90 degree angle, since it is a normal, no? So, the total is 90 degree. The total angle is 90 degree. Out of which 30 degree is this. That means this angle is how much beta? 90 minus 30, 60 degree. This is 60 degree. So, angle of incidence is 60 degree. Now, next question, B part. Draw the reflected ray and then find the angle between the incident and the reflected ray. Now, draw a reflected ray. It's very easy. Reflected ray is this. Now, the question is, you have to find the angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray. Incident ray and the reflected ray. Since it is 60 degree, we know that angle I equals to angle R. This will also be 60 degree. Okay. Now, the angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray is what? 60 plus 60. That is how much? 120 degree. Okay. Now, this is the first part answer. Second part is what? Angle R is also 60 degree because why? Because angle I equals to angle R. This is the reason. So, angle R is 60 degree. So, the angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray is 120 degree. 60 degree plus 60 degree is 120 degree is the angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray, students. Okay. Now, question number 11 you see. 11 this question. The diagram in figure 7.16, this is the point object where is given, shows a point object P in front of a plane mirror MM1. MM1 is a plane mirror, P is the point object given. Okay, complete the diagram by taking two rays from the point P to show the formation of its image. That means you have to consider any two rays and you have to draw the an image of it. How will draw? See on the board. Come. See 11th question. It's a plane mirror given to you. Point object P is given here. Now you have to consider any two rays. Okay, so what you will do? Two rays you have taken. Now after reflection, what will happen? Since they will not meet anywhere in the space, then what will happen in the same medium? we will take them back. We will take them back, and somewhere here the reflected rays will meet, and where the reflected rays will meet imaginarily, say they are not meeting actually, at that point we'll get an image P dash. Okay students, we'll get an image P dash. This is the point image of this point object, students. Okay, now moving to question number 12. Question number 12 is what? See, the diagram below in figure this shows an object XY. Now it is an extended object, students. Okay, in front of a plane mirror MM1. Draw on the diagram path of two rays from each point X and Y. Both the points have to consider two rays. Okay, X and Y of the object to show the formation of its image. You have to draw an image by taking two rays each from the point Y and from the X. Okay, now see the diagram, ray diagram on the board. See, it's the plane mirror. Plane mirror name is MM1. MM1 is the plane mirror. Now, what is the given to us? The point, the extended object is given to us, YX, whose Y is the top and X is the bottom. Okay, YX is an extended object. Now, what I explained you, that from each point you have to consider at least two rays. So from the point Y I have considered these rays. These are the incident rays. Okay, and after striking this plane mirror, they will reflect back in the same medium. These are the reflected rays. Okay, you can draw normal. I have not drawn because it will create a confusion there. Then from X also I have considered two incident rays. After striking this surface, they also get reflected back in the same medium. Since the reflected rays will not meet anywhere in the same medium, so what we have done, we have extending them back at the behind the mirror. When we extending them back, we'll find that the reflected rays are meeting at a point. Where they are meeting, there we are getting an image of this extended object YX, and we represent it by Y dash X dash, children. Okay, this is the way we are drawing ray diagram. See here, everywhere I have marked by arrows which are incident rays and which are reflected rays, and these types of questions are coming in exams as well as. Now question number 13. See here in your book, write three characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror. Three characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror. I have explained you 5 characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror, students. What are the 3 characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror? It is virtual. First, it is erect. That means upright. Okay, erect means upright also. Then it is of same size as of the object. Image is same size. Fourth point, object image distance is equals to the object distance from the mirror. Image distance is equals to the object distance from the mirror. And the last point is what? These images are laterally inverted as well. Okay, laterally inverted. These are the 5 characteristics, out of which you can write any 3. Okay, laterally inverted. Now question number, it's B part. How is the position of image related to the position of the object? How it is related? Position of the image is equals to the position of object. Okay, this I have explained you. Image distance equals to the object distance. Now question number 14. Differentiate between a real and virtual image. It's given on page number, students, 150. See this box here, all points are written here, real image and virtual image. You all have to write it in your copy and learn them. Okay, all the points which I have explained you are written here. Okay, now next is what? Question number 15. What is meant by lateral inversion of an image in a plane mirror? What is meant by lateral inversion? Lateral inversion is the interchange of the left and right sides in the image of an object in a plane mirror. Is called lateral inversion. It is given on page number 151, students. Okay, bottom of the page, right hand side. Now explain it with the help of a ray diagram. Ray diagram, you can draw this. Figure 7.10, lateral inversion. Okay, students, you have to draw this diagram. Next question is Question number 16. The letters on the front of an ambulance are written laterally inverted like ambulance. Give reason. Why? It's on page number 152, left hand side, third point. It is written there. See, it is because of letter inversion that it becomes difficult to read the text of a page from its image formed by a plane mirror. But one can easily read the text written in laterally inverted letters formed by seeing its image in a plane mirror. It is why the letters on the front of an ambulance are written laterally inverted like this, so that the driver of the vehicle moving ahead of the ambulance reads the word laterally inverted as ambulance in his rear view mirror and gives sight to pass the ambulance first. So this is the answer, and it is also one of the important question. Okay children, now question number 17. Why is it difficult to read the image of the text of a page formed due to reflection by a plane mirror? Why it is difficult when you keep some text on a page due to on a front of a plane mirror? It is because of lateral inversion. Since in a plane mirror those letters get laterally inverted and it is difficult to read. Okay, now come numericals. Numericals I will explain. See, first numerical. What is first numerical? See, array is incident. I am solving these numericals, students. The unsolved numericals which are given in your book, I am solving them. Okay, it's first numerical I am solving right now. Array is incident on a plane mirror. Its reflected ray is perpendicular to the incident ray. Now its reflected ray is perpendicular to the incident ray. That means the angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray is 90 degree. 90 degree, that means normal is somewhere here. Okay, now the question is find the angle of incidence. We know that the angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray is just the double of each of angle of incidence. That means if it is 90 degree, that means what is the angle of incidence? 45 degree. And what is the angle of reflection? 45 degree. So simply you have to write this only. Angle of incidence is equals to, this way you have to write. This is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. Okay. Angle of incidence is equals to 90 by 2, which is equals to 45 degree. Now question number 2, students. A man standing in front of a plane mirror finds his image at a distance 6 meters from himself. Okay, that means a man is standing in front of a plane mirror. Okay, this man is standing in front of a plane mirror. He finds his image at a distance of 6 meters from himself. That is, wherever he is standing, like the position A, he is finding his image at a distance of 6 meters. That means this total distance is 6 meters. Let it be A dash position. Okay. What is the distance of the man from the mirror? Man का mirror से क्या difference होगा? We know that object distance equals to the image distance. That means this will be 6 meters divided into two parts. 3 meter and 3 meter. So the answer is 3 meter. Distance of man from the mirror is this diagram. Without drawing this diagram, you are not able to give the answer. So to solve every question in this chapter, you have to just make it illustrated one. Okay, first draw it and then only you are able to give the answer. So distance of man from the mirror, is 3 meter. Now next question. Question number 3. An insect is sitting in front of a plane mirror at a distance 1 meter from it. Now see, question number 3. An insect is sitting. Question number 3. It's a plane mirror. An insect is sitting. Insect. Okay. Insect is sitting at a position A in front of a plane mirror at a distance of 1 meter. This is, let the distance is 1 meter. Now, where is the image of the insect formed? 1 meter behind the mirror. Is it so? Because object distance equals to the image distance. So here is the image is formed. Okay. Next. So what is the distance? So first answer is A part is 1 meter behind the mirror. Behind the mirror. Okay. You have to write this. 1 meter behind the mirror the image is formed. Its B part question is, what is the distance between the insect and its image? What is the distance between the insect and its image? 1 meter plus 1 meter. So 1 plus 1, it is 2 meter is the distance between the object and the insect. Now students, see question number 4. In question number 4, what is given that in front of a plane mirror, this is a plane mirror, an object is standing 60 centimeter away from the mirror. Okay, but now what in the question is given that now the mirror is being moved by 25 centimeter away from the object. पहले 60 centimeter की दूरी पे खड़ा था mirror. After that the mirror is moved 25 centimeter away from the object. Okay, now in first case when the distance between the object and the mirror was 60 centimeter, the image was also forming at a distance of 60 centimeter from the mirror. But now in second case, the mirror is moved 25 centimeter away, that means 60 plus 25, okay, away from the object. Now where the image is formed? What is the distance now? 25 here, 25 here. So what is the total distance? 25 plus 25, 50 centimeter. The image will also moved far away from its original position. Okay, the question was that how does the image shift from its previous position? Earlier the image was forming at 60 centimeter away from the mirror. Now since the mirror is moved 25 centimeter away, so the image will also formed what, 25 centimeter away. So 25 plus 25, it is 50 centimeter away from its original previous position, students. Now it's homework time. Now homework, students, see. First, I have explained you, I have discussed all the question and answers given in exercise 7A from 1 to 17. So you all have to write all those questions and answers in your fair copy. Okay, 1 to 17, all the questions you have to write. After that, do all numericals. Till 4th numericals, I have explained you. One more numerical is left, that you have to do it by yourself in your fair copy. Okay, so do all numericals given on page number 154 in your fair copy. Do all this work, okay, in your copy and write them nicely. Okay, students, thank you so much.